Okay, so I went to school at the State University of New York at Purchase, and it was an art conservatory and a music conservatory, and a lot of really interesting people went there. Now, the first week that I had gone there after I transferred was pretty crazy. So um, I had kind of made a friend, we'll say, and me and this girl, we were in her room, and things were kind of steamy between us. When all of a sudden the door opened and her roommate came in, and she said, "Don't mind me, I'm only going to be here for a second." So we were in a various stage of undress, so we just sort of stayed in there under the covers, giggling, and had the covers pulled all the way up to our necks. Now, her roommate was a bit of a social butterfly. I was 20 and a transfer from a different school, and her roommate was a little bit more popular around campus. So someone else trailed in right away, just popped right in the door, knock, knock, comes right in. And so now there's two additional people in the room, and they're talking. So doesn't look like it's going to be more than a minute, a couple seconds. So we're in there, and it's whatever. All right, so these two girls are talking, and they're finishing up, and the roommate's filling up her purse, and she's like, "Okay, we're gonna leave in just a minute. Do you need anything from the store?" She was gonna go and leave campus and go out into Port Chester to go get some stuff. And that's when all hell broke loose, because the door slams open and in comes this guy in a blaze of glory, hair stood up. "I'm here." And he's got this other guy with him and this girl. I'm not mentioning any of the names of the other players except for the guy who blasts open the door without knocking and just comes right in. His name is Oliver Chesler. He just rolls right into the room, sits down on the bed. He was like, "If I pull the covers off of this, are you guys naked under there? Is that why you guys have the covers pulled all the way up?" He goes, "My name's Oliver. What's your name?" And he goes, "You probably hate me right now." Super obnoxious, super loud. And we're like, "No, we're not naked." He's like, "Well, you at least have your shirts off." He's like, "No, you're definitely naked under there." Now, I'm not going to say whether or not we were, but he was partially right, probably. I don't remember what state of undress we may or may not have been in, but he was definitely partially right. So, college kids, the 1980s, and this, like, he was totally out of his damn mind at that point. The other two people that had come in with him were at that point. The girl's roommate was just like, "Oh my God, we have to get out of here. This is just getting crazy." At that point, now someone else comes in from across the hall. Like, is this a party going on in here now? Because, first week of school, it's the weekend. Like, now there's like 6 extra people in the room besides me and the girl where we had started it out with. Mind you, the door was locked when we started. So Oliver, me and the young lady, the roommate and the friend, Oliver's two friends, the girl from across the hall. Then one of my roommates comes in looking for me. Bill, what's going on? Catastrophe, just a sheer catastrophe. And Oliver's just like, really, I want to just pull the blanket off. I just want to can I just pull it? And like he starts pulling on the blanket. We're holding on to it. And then somebody's like, anybody want a Zima? And that's the time I met Oliver Chesler. A few days later, I bumped into him on campus, and he apologized for that night. And he's like, I don't know what I was thinking. At the time, he was a sober person. We started going to the Limelight all the time after that because Oliver had a car, and that's how I met Oliver Chesler, the horrorist, and we've been good friends since then. It was certainly a great way to meet someone, and made for a funny story that I've told over and over again over the years. So this is Bill Kraemer. Please like and follow our page. I'll tell other little tidbits of ancient history rave stories on the page here, as well as tidbits for tune and tidbits for marketing yourself as a DJ and artist through, on the wall here. I figure that YouTube is a great place for me to share stories and to share my knowledge as a DJ that's lasted for over 30 years. Peace out.